Hey everybody, in this reading we'll be looking at things that didn't come through in my other readings for whatever reason. And these things could be about love, work, friendship, trips, whatever comes up. I'll do a couple of spreads and maybe additional clarification or outcome spreads if necessary. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Here's the first spread, Aquarius. We have the Hierophant, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Magician, clarified by the Star, and we have the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, perhaps even another Aquarius. Well, Aquarius, this is the first one. I don't think I've ever felt what I'm feeling right now. I don't think I've ever had a spread like this for anybody. Something you studied at some point in the past will come in handy. Well, it's about to come in handy. You could have studied it in school, university. You could have studied it on your own, in church. It could have been religious, right? But something you studied is about to finally come in handy. Right? The Hierophant, the first card that came out, could be a Taurus you're dealing with. But the Hierophant is a card of tradition, right? It's also a card of education. And I think that's exactly what the Hierophant here is about. Education, something you studied at some point in the past. It will come in handy. Right? We have the Magician clarified by the Star right next to the deck. The Star is your major arcana card, Aquarius, and you're the Magician. You could be dealing with a Gemini or Virgo, but I think in this case you will shine because of the material, because of what you studied in the past. There's going to be like a situation, right? There's going to be a situation. For some of you, it could be a job interview, right? And for others of you, it could be somehow associated with finances. It could also be if there's like two people trying to come together or trying to get something going, right? And you could be like a broker between those two people, all right? You could be a lawyer yourself, by the way. The Six of Pentacles, right next to the Hierophant, right? I think you're the person standing in the middle, standing up. Then there's two other people sitting down. And I think in this case, together with the Hierophant and the Magician, right? This is you shining. This is you perhaps helping those two to bury the hatchet. You're helping some broker some kind of a deal. You're helping with something. You're helping with some kind of a project, all right? Or perhaps you're leading a project. The Magician, I think that's you in this case. The Magician, when it comes to work, business, and finances, for example, I usually consider the Magician as somebody who is really good at what they do, all right? Somebody who can find solutions to complex problems. The Magician is a miracle worker, a puzzle solver. All right. The Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck belongs to you, right? You're the King and the Queen of Swords, right? And the King and the Queen of Swords hold up a sword if you Google them. Well, I bet you already know what they look like. So that's your sword right there. The Ace of Swords is a card of clarity. So clarity will be reached through something you studied in the past. You'll be able to come forward and say, hey, I remember studying this back in high school or university, or I took a class, or I was studying for a certificate, and it was in one of the textbooks. All right, so you will shine. I know, like I said, it's the first one. I don't think I've ever had a spread like this, but that's what I think is happening. I don't think we need to do additional spreads for this particular situation, right? Instead, let's move forward. Let's check out spread number 2 real quick. Here's the second spread, Aquarius. We have the King of Wands clarified by the High Priestess. We have the Eight of Cups clarified by the Queen of Swords. We have the Fool clarified by the King of Pentacles, and we also have the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Well, you keep surprising me, Aquarius. This is another very unique message, I guess. You're dealing with this King of Pentacles, or you're about to be dealing with this King of Pentacles. However, this King of Wands could still be in your heart. So I think it's going to be time for you to let it go. Okay? I don't think you're with the King of Wands now. For some of you, if you still are, let me know in the comments down below. But the King of Wands is clarified by the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of something hidden. And I think this is you still you still have this King of Wands in your heart, on your mind all the time. You know, I don't know who this was to you. Most likely it is about love, right? So the King of Wands could have been a fire sign, or Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or somebody with a lot of fire in their chart. The Eight of Cups right next to the King of Wands is a card of walking away. And the Queen of Swords, clarifying the Eight of Cups, is the one who is doing walking away. But I think for most of you, like I said, you're no longer with this person, but you're still, perhaps still holding on to the memories, still holding on to the emotions and feelings, right? So this King of Pentacles is about to show up, or they have already shown up, right? Right next to the deck. You see that King of Pentacles clarifying the Fool? That's the new person. Alright, so yeah, this one could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or somebody with a lot of earth in their chart. And the Fool is a card of liberation, letting go, right? And at the same time, it's a card of taking a leap of faith. So yeah, I think in your case, it's both. Letting go of this King of Wands because it's time, because this King of Pentacles is here. And, you know, enjoy life. That's what I think this is talking about right here, right? The Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck is a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. It's also a card of a wish come true. But I think your wish is going to be granted with this new person, with this King of Pentacles. That's what it looks like right now, Aquarius, from what I see. Okay, I didn't want to clarify any further, but that's what we have. And yeah, let's do another spread. I'll just ask for an advice or for a clarification or anything else we need to know about this, or you know what you could potentially be doing about this. All right, cool. Here's the follow-up spread, Aquarius, for the situation we saw in the previous spread, kind of like an advice spread. We have Death, we have the Star, clarified by the Six of Swords. We have the Ten of Cups, and we also have the Nine of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the advice for you, Aquarius, is to move on. I think you will have your happily ever after with this new person. The Ten of Cups, the last card that came out right next to the deck, is the happily ever after card. It's a family card. It's a card of emotionally fulfilling relationships or marriages. And we actually started with the Death card. Could have been a Scorpio you're dealing with, but Death is a card of, you know, an ending. It's also a card of transformation. The Nine of Swords on the bottom of the deck, this is probably you. Right? This is a card of somebody who's stressed out, nervous, somebody who's got anxieties, you know, somebody who is not 100% sure what they need to do. Or perhaps this is what was happening to you when you were still with that King of Wands, all right? But it's time to move on, right? The next card after the Death card that came out is the Star, which is your major arcana card. It's also a card of healing, all right? And it's also a card of a wish come true. The Six of Swords, clarifying the Star, is a card of moving on, moving out of choppy waters towards calmer waters. The Six of Swords is a card of literally going somewhere for some of you. But the thing about the Six of Swords, it always talks about improvements. With the Six of Swords, things always get better. And it's very symbolic that this card came out before the Ten of Cups, right? And this is you moving towards that Ten of Cups. All right, so yeah, that's the advice for you, Aquarius. I really like this advice. First of all, it's to the point. Second of all, your major arcana card is here. Alright, so yeah, that's what I have for you, Aquarius, for this reading. Let me know what you think of this format. I used to use this format in the past, but then I put it away on the shelf, and now I want to see if people actually like this. Alright, so yeah, let me know. Other than that, I hope this resonates, and have an amazing August.